Coach Ken Schweitzer and Bobby V back here at Hanlon Field, and both teams have gone through their warm-ups and ready to go here for the second half. They go over to the sidelines from their instructions from their coaches, and we'll be ready to go here in a few seconds. The head coach for the Lincoln Railers, Andy McDonald. For the Rail Splitters, head coach is R.J. Luke. For the Senators of Springfield,
I think if I remember right, the Lincoln Railers are going to be kicking off to Springfield, yes, this half.
Take a look at the assistant coaches for Andy McDonald: Joe Ryan, Jake Harnedy, one of the great quarterbacks here at Lincoln, Chris Tanner, Matt Volakovich, who's been promoted to detective on the police force. He's one of the finest here in Lincoln. John Mammon, Chuck McFadden, and Micah Semania. We saw Semania when we were at Glenwood. He may be up on top. He's the new recruit.
I didn't even see who went up there tonight, but whoever it is, they're getting a little damp, I'm afraid.
Yeah, damp and cold.
Yeah.
I think that's
coach's life, though.
I think that's Cook going to kick it away. So little known fact about Coach Schweitzer. Well, some people know it. He started the ladies softball program here back in 1979.
Yes.
27 years with the program, and they named the field after him, and we can see it across the field here. It's right adjacent to the parking lot.
And they don't have the lights on tonight.
No.
We don't.
Saving electricity.
Yeah.
They don't even have the... Well, they got the clocks back on at the end of the field, the 25-second clocks. Cameron Cook going to kick it away. And an onside kick, and it is still on the ground. It's still live, and finally the Senators get it. So if you're on the ground on that onside kick hanging onto the football, you know the pain is coming.
I tell you, it hit one of the Springfield players and get bounced free, but it was a long way before the Railers could get down there, but they finally did and covered it, and that's going to be on about the 30. I think they're going to place it on about the 30, so another nice job kicking off and covering it for the Railers.
It's tough to handle that ball on that onside kick because it's wet and skittering along the slick field.
Something to do with it for them, yep.
So they'll start it, as Coach told you, at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Tie score, 14-14. Jackson Shear out of the shotgun. He's got two receivers on each side of the field. Now he's got a man in motion, and he's going to keep it himself, and he gets up across the 35-yard line. 7-yard pickup there for the Senators.
We saw that late in the first half there, Bob. Man in motion, they faked the handoff, and Shear kept the ball. He's probably run the ball 5 or 6, 7 times already tonight. Of course, we scored the 2 touchdowns on the ground, but he likes to keep the ball.
Braden Tanner and Sage Conrady in on the tackle for the Rail Splitters. 2nd and 3 for the Senators. They came out of the shotgun all game. Derek Jones.
Time he gives it, but
got the hand.
there.
Oh, nice play. Delayed handoff to Derek Jones.
Who's that's in there? Is that defensive end again?
Is that Tanner? That's Braden Tanner.
Yes, 22.
On the tackle for the Rail Splitters.
He does a nice job coming across the line. He's playing that defensive end and then reads the play and made the stop.
3rd and attention for the Senators. Shear out of the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers here to the near side, 2 on the right side. He likes to run the play clock down. He's in single digits now. He's got the snap. He's got a man wide open out there. James Perkins, wide open. Peta caught that, though Linares would have laid the wood to him.
Well, he was closing on him, too, and the pass was well overthrown and went incomplete, so it's going to be 4th and about 10, 9 yards here, so a punting situation for the Senators.
Coach, you were the defensive coordinator here for many years, and something clicked in this game that turned the defense around.
Yeah, they just made a couple stops there, and made a couple hits, too, and that made a big difference. Seems like the whole team has picked it up.
Shear out of the shotgun. 4th and 10. He kicks a high punt along the Lincoln side of the field, and it gets a good roll, and it's going to be down at the about the 22-yard line. Hustling down there for the Senators was Brandon Malloy to down it. So it'll be 1st down for the Railers. Defense stopped them, and now the offense will go to work for Lincoln. The quarterback is Garrett Isles. The running backs are Chris Dong, Braden Tanner, and Griffin Pollock. The wide receivers are Will Cook and Cameron Cook. And you'll also see Alex Linares in there at times for the Rail Splitters offensively.
Nothing better than 3 and out to start the 3rd quarter here, Bob. Now if the Railers offense can get a little momentum going and get down the field with the ball.
Ethan Kunkel, the center for the Rail Splitters. There's a man in motion. There's the hand on the second man through. And
I think that's Griffin Pollock, I think, on the carry.
He's a senior, 5'9", 180-pounder.
I think he got about 3 up to the 25 going straight ahead.
Second down for Lincoln. They trailed it at one time, 14-0, came back to tie it 14-14 at half, and now they've got the football, 2nd and 8. Isles got 5 seconds to get the snap off. He's got a man in motion. Again, hands it off to the second guy through out of the backfield. He got back up maybe just across the line of scrimmage before they knocked him back.
Got to catch who that was. That was Pollock again.
Pollock again.
Yeah, they might give him a yard. Tough yard there, yeah, out to the 26-yard line. And I tell you, it's just been tough running up the middle. There's a lot of beef up there in the middle for the Senators. And then the linebackers close in a hurry there too, so it's a tough yardage up the middle.
They give Pollock a break after that run. Metalco's in the backfield. Isles has got the snap, rolls to his left out of the shotgun. Now he throws along the sideline and out of bounds. On the 3rd and 7, he had to throw it away into the Senators bench. So now it's going to be 4th and 7, 9:07 left in the 3rd quarter. Tie score 14-14. You're listening to WLCN 96.3 FM.
I think there might be a flag on the play. The officials are discussing it down there, Bob, on the far side. Can't tell. I didn't see a flag on the field anywhere. Well, now he just threw one down. Illegal, ineligible play or substitution possibly.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
Okay, ineligible receiver downfield. They're going to just decline it because it's going to be make it a 4th down, 4th and about 7. With the ball on the 26-yard line.
9:07 left here in the 3rd quarter. 14-14 score. So Railers will have to punt it away. Isles comes in from the sideline. Saw his grandfather Ernie here earlier tonight. Went to high school with him back in the class of '66. Isles out of the shotgun. Where's the number 8? He's a junior. Tells Metalco to split it out wider to the right. He's got the snap. Rolls left. He's still on his feet. And now he's tackled just across to the line of scrimmage at the 26-yard line. So center's going to take over with excellent field position.
Yeah, he just held the ball too long, but he didn't have anybody open to throw to. But you got to just get rid of the ball sometimes. But on a 4th and long, it's a tough play there. So they're going to take over on the 26. So good field position for the Senators. They had their most success in that first half when their first 3 possessions all started in Lincoln territory, and they capitalized on 2 of them.
Jackson Shear out of that shotgun again. He's got his favorite receiver, James Perkins, on the near side, and he's got trips to the left side. He's got the snap, and he's going to roll to his left, throws it out, and he's got a receiver out there that makes the catch, and he's finally knocked down at about the 11-yard line. That was Jake Boyer on the catch for the Springfield Senators.
You give him a short field to operate in, Bob. That makes a big difference, and the defense was able to cover the receivers, but he made the catch and picked up some yards after the catch that time.
And Jackson Shear also a threat to run the football. Perkins lined up here to the near side this time. 1st and 10 at the 11 for Springfield. Shear's got the snap, throws it to Perkins. Perkins wrapped up, but he breaks the tackle and still picks up yardage across the 10-yard line.
That was Pudnight on the initial stop there, Bob. He had a chance to really make a big hit there, and the guy kind of got away from him a little bit, and he drug him down, got a little help. Not before they picked up a couple yards inside the 10 to the 9.
So that'll be 2nd and 8 for the Senators. Clock stopped as he went out of bounds at the 8:26 marker, 3rd quarter. Shear out of the gun. Rolls to his right. He's got 3 receivers out there. Throws it. Incomplete.
He had a guy, he was surrounded by some green shirts there, but they had a receiver coming back to the ball, and looked like they were going to complete that for a minute, but he couldn't hang on to it.
That was Brandon Malloy, the intended receiver. So it'll be 3rd and 8 for the Senators. Perkins going to split out wide to the right this time.
For Springfield, 3rd and 8.
On the near side, that's Jake Boyer. 8:21 on the clock of the 3rd quarter. 14-14 tie. Man in motion. Shear fakes the handoff. Now he wants to go. Good pressure, and he's taken down. One Railer got him by the ankles, and then another hit him hard at the 10. So a loss of a yard there on the play for the Senators.
It's going to be a 4th down. Lincoln defense, Bob, is doing a lot of shifting, jumping around there in the defensive line. I don't know if that's causing some confusion or what, but the Lincoln defense is doing a great job of finding the ball carrier and making stops for short gains.
Trips to the right. Perkins the lone receiver here on the near side. 4th and 9 for the Senators. Shear's got the snap. Rolls right. Looks. He's got time. Incomplete. So the Railers will take over on downs at their own 9-yard line. 1st and 10 with 7:43 left in the 3rd quarter. So the defense holds there, and it was tough. It was a short field for the Senators, and the defense held.
They started on the Lincoln 26-yard line, as you said, Bob, and great job there to take it over on downs. Forced a couple of incomplete passes and made a couple stops on runs. So good job by the Lincoln defense. They've carried over from that 2nd quarter and have looked good here, forcing a punt and then turned them over on downs here, 2nd possession.
The junior Garrett Isles, there's the number 8, brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. Ethan Kunkel, the center. Isles comes up underneath center. You got a man in motion's Metalco, and he's got the football. Metalco looks for running room. He's a quick one, and he does a good job getting up across the 15-yard line. Metalco may get a spot at about the 16.
They've got a flag on the far side, Bob. Not sure what that's going to be, but it was way on the other side of the field. It's going to be a motion penalty against the Railers.
Illegal formation against Lincoln.
So the penalty against the Railers, and Metalco's run will go for naught.
Tell you, Bob, our unofficial stats here, but that's the first penalty of the game against the Railers. They had one earlier that was declined, but this first one that's getting marched off. It's a 5-yarder. Going to put them back on their 5-yard line and make a 1st and 15 situation.
So they've shown good discipline. That's a good stiff wind coming out of the north. Look at those flags across the way. Now it's kind of slowed down, but earlier it was blowing hard. 1st and 15 for the Rail Splitters. Back on their own 5-yard line. Man in motion. Isles has got the snap. Hands it off. 2nd guy through.
There's just not much running room up the middle. They tried to hit the middle again, and the defensive line is just right there to stop him. Might have lost a yard possibly. I didn't see who had the ball on that one, Bob.
No, I didn't either. I'm guessing Pollock, but I couldn't verify that.
No gain, 2nd and 15 from the 5.
6:47 on the 3rd quarter clock. We're tied 14 apiece.
There you go.
Here we go.
Roll out and throw it.
Hey, he's got it. Oh, he hung on. 1st down.
Nice catch. See who that is. That's a nice job of juggling and hanging on.
1st and 10 for the Railers. They got out of trouble there.
Number 81, Will Cook.
Will Cook was the guy that made the catch for the Rail Splitters.
That's a nice job there. He got out to the 20, 23, 19-yard pickup.
1st and 10 for Lincoln. Big play. 6:29 on the running clock. 3rd quarter. Tied up 14-14.
1st and 10 from the 22.
Isles comes up under center. Got the man in motion. He's got it.
Trying to get outside.
And he makes a little bit of the turn. And he's knocked out of bounds.
I think that was
slow getting up.
Was that Cook running?
I don't know. He's got a leg cramp. Cameron Cook.
Yeah, I think it was. He might have got a yard. See where they place it. Tell you, he almost outran his blockers there, Bob. He had a blocker or two, and That was a short yard if he got a yard out of it.
After a gain of
He had a
1,
cramp
second
there
and
on the
9
sideline,
from
and
23.
he had to come out. And here come the Railers 2nd and 9. Got a yard out of it. Man in motion is Metalco. They hand off second guy through, and he's up to the 25-yard line.
Pollock, the ball carrier for the Railers.
Penalty, a little extracurricular activity in the backfield there.
I didn't quite see that happen. I was.
Pollock at the 25 on the run. There was a block there in the backfield, and one of the players tried to get up.
So going to be on Springfield, I think. They might have had an. Did he eject somebody? Let's check that out.
Penalty against Springfield.
Did you see what happened, Bob? I didn't see what happened.
I knew there was something going on there. I was watching the runner, and I think the Lincoln player was probably trying to get up, and they wouldn't let him up after the play.
I think they might have had a ejection there, perhaps.
That was Peyton West,
Penalty goes against
defensive
West
back for Springfield.
Well, that'll be a 15-yarder. That'll help the Railers, that's for sure. They were on the 25 after that play.
It's going to be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
They're moving the chains. 6:01 left on the third quarter clock, 14-14.
Oh, that's a break for the Railers. Gets out from deep in their own territory. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Some operating room here with 6:01 left in the third period and a tie score, 14-14.
They start the clock back up. 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters.
1st and 10 from their own 40.
Will Cook split here to the near side. Isles looks along the line of scrimmage. Now he goes up under center. Out of the wing, they got a man in motion.
Isles.
Around the corner he goes.
Zach Boudnight, the ball carrier.
Knight gets maybe a yard or 2, yard and a half.
Hoodnight came off that left wing in motion. They spotted at the 42, so it'll be 41, I'm sorry. So it'll be 2nd down for the Rail Splitters.
Picked up 1 on the play. It's
2nd and 9 from the 41.
Yeah, I think that was Putnight's first carry of the night, Bob, I think.
Maybe Linares here to the near side, the wide out. Man in motion. Isles, hands off.
Nice roll.
Nice run to first down. Down across the midfield stripe
Griffin Pollock,
goes Griffin Pollock. Pollock getting a lot of work tonight, Coach.
Yeah, he's unofficially that's his 16th carry of the night. He picked up about 13 on that one.
He's down to the Springfield 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for Lincoln. Eating up some clock, and they're marching down the field.
He had a nice running lane there, Bob. Some nice blocking on the right side of the line, sealing the defense to the inside, and he got right off the tackle and picked up nice yardage.
This is Linares, the sophomore, to the near side. Isles up under center. He's got the man in motion. Now he gives it off to Metalco, and he got a little bit of running room, and he stopped at the 44-yard line. Metalco with a 2-yard pickup for the Rail Splitter.
I'll tell you, what he did is kind of ducked under the tackler there and got him that couple of yards, Bob. They had him stop maybe at the line of scrimmage. He ducked down and got the 2 yards.
He did. He worked hard. He might have got 3 out of it. They spotted at the 43. Second down for the Rail Splitters. 2nd and 7 for the Railers. Isles, near side hash mark. Man in motion's Metalco. Hands off Pollock, and he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was it.
I tell you, the one thing that gets him in trouble is he gets that line right there in the middle. If he tries to go sideways, it's going to close on him. He might as well just keep trying to barrel straight ahead.
Chris Dong checks in, going to give Pollock a break. That's what they've done on the last 2 offensive series. Pollock's taken a couple of runs, and then they sub in Dong. 3rd and 8 now for the Rail Splitters.
3rd and 8 for Lincoln.
At the Springfield 44-yard line. Isles going to operate out of the shotgun this time. Rolls out to his left. Now he throws it back across the field. No. intended receiver was Chris Dong. Just threw it out of his reach.
Yeah, they're trying to set up. Sorry, Bob. They were trying to set up a screen there to this side, and as you said, Dong slipped out here to the right side, but the ball was over his head.
4th down. 3:01 left in the third. We're tied 14-14. You're listening to WLCN 96.3 FM.
Big 4th down for the Railers. They want to get a 4th down. I'm pretty sure they aren't going to be punting here, even though it could, well, into the wind, it'd be a tough punt too, so they're going to go for it like they normally do.
On 4th and 8, out of the shotgun, Garrett Isles. No, he does kick it away, and he gets off a good one.
Oh, he fooled us.
And it's going to roll across the 5 and roll dead. Beautiful punt into the wind by Garrett Isles.
As soon as you think you get him figured out, they surprise you, Bob, but he made that quick punt, and it went up high, and they got a little roll that time. Springfield had nobody back to catch it. It's down inside the 5-yard line. So if the defense could step up here, Bob, and make a stop, Lincoln could get good field possession.
Jackson Shearer this time in the end. Last time he was in the end zone like that, he had a bad snap, and we got the safety. Schmidt on the snap, and Shearer tries to run it out of there, and he just got back to the line of scrimmage. Good defense by the Railers there.
Interior lineman, I don't know if that might be Neitzel, got in there and stopped it.
78, that is Neitzel. Ian Neitzel, the senior, 6'1" and 215.
Good penetration by the lineman to get to the backfield there and stop the quarterback before he can get it going.
Shearer back there in the end zone again out of the shotgun. Now he's going to throw.
Come on.
He's got his man, and he's wrapped up. That was number 7, Jake Boyer for the Senators.
That's Pudnight there on the tackle. He almost slipped away from him. Pudnight hung on and stopped him at the 10-yard line.
They just spot it just across the 10-yard line, the officials. 3rd and a deuce for the Senators.
This would be a big play here to stop him and force him to punt.
Jackson Shearer.
From the 10.
On a cold, blustery night here at Hanlon Field. Man in motion. Shearer's got it now. He's going to keep it.
Stop him.
And it's going to be close.
Yeah, he might be short. See the spot. Now, if they stop him, they're going to. Now it's going to be 4th down. There, he's short.
4th and inches for the Senators.
4th down coming up.
They're going to go for it, maybe. Yeah, if they don't get it, that's a big gamble. But
the Senators, 4th and 1 from the 11.
Confidence in your offense thinks you can get half a yard here.
Minute 14. Shearer will probably keep it and go. Here he goes. Oh, nice stop. Knock him down.
Don't let him drive forward. I think
he got it. He stayed on his feet and got up across the 15-yard line.
They initially had him stopped, and he was a tough kid. He did a great job staying on his feet, Bob, and fighting for that extra yards.
He's a junior, 6'2", 185, and as Coach Sochi, he's tough. He wouldn't give up. He kept the feet running, and he's at the 15. 1st and 10. A minute left in the third quarter.
From their own 15. Under a minute.
Tied at 14 apiece. Shearer out of the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers on each side of the field. He's got a tight end on the right. Pump fake, good pressure by the Railers, and they spin him down back at the 10, 11-yard line. Great pressure there by the Railers.
I think that's Neitzel again, maybe in there.
Ian Neitzel, number 78.
Tackle by Neitzel.
He had some help. I can't pick up that guy up there front.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
He's going to come off the field now. Maybe we can see who that number is.
That's 55 coming off the field
55. Here. He was there to help out Neitzel. That's Connor Neitzel. It was the brothers. 2nd and 16.
Here's the handoff.
Derek Jones with the football for the Senators. Makes the turn, but he's wrapped up at about the 10-yard line.
There's a flag on the far side there, Bob. Hopefully.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Hopefully not a face mask.
Tackled in by Cameron Cook. Penalty flag down.
You heard Cameron Neitzel, Cameron Kurtz on the PA. It's Cameron Cook on the tackle over there, but as Coach told you, there's a flag.
In fact, there's 2. I think there's one there right in the middle of the field and then one on the far side.
Colton Grant checks in for the Rail Splitters. Wears the number 39. Official still talking it over. It's holding against the Senators.
Yeah, so decline that one, guys.
Holding against Springfield.
See where the ball would be, yeah. Decline, good job. It's going to make a 3rd and long. They didn't get much on that run, Bob. They're out on about maybe the 8 or 9-yard line. Pickup of only a couple.
7 seconds left for the 3rd quarter, and they start the clock.
They're not going to get this play off, I don't think.
And they don't. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score. Lincoln Rail Splitters 14, Springfield Senators 14. We'll be back. Coach Ken Schweitzer and Bobby V back here at Hanlon Field. 12 minutes on the clock for the 4th quarter with the score. Lincoln 14, Springfield 14. 3rd and 16 at the 10 for the Senators.
Sorry, Bob. The Railers have held the Springfield scoreless after that first period. They scored twice in the first quarter, and Lincoln has shut them out the last 2 quarters. Some really inspired defense going on right now by the Railers out there, and they got a chance to pull a victory out today if they can make a stop here and get down and score themselves.
Senators will be throwing into the wind. 3rd and 16 for the Senators. Ball at the 10-yard line of Lincoln. Pardon me, it's Springfield.
3-8-2-6-1-5.
And here we go. Start the 4th quarter. Jackson Shearer, the junior, out of the shotgun. Railer defense, as Coach told you, pretty jumpy out there. Now they're going to throw a long ball. Pickett. It's picked. Lincoln picks it off. That might be Isles.
No, that's Cook.
That's Cook.
Cameron Cook.
Cameron Cook at the 35-yard line. Well, we mentioned it earlier, Coach. They'd had 4 interceptions earlier, and we were looking for another one at a perfect time.
Yeah, we got one there. He still owes us one before the end of the game, but we'll take that one. Let's hope the offense can generate some steam here and get it to the end zone. We're going to start it on the 33-yard line of the Senators.
Cameron Cook with the good hands.
Brings Lincoln back out on the field. 1st and 10.
Isles into the huddle. Early 4th quarter. Got a long ways to go, but they got a good chance to score right here. Formation tight for Lincoln. Metalco goes in motion and gets the handoff. He's got good running room along the left side, and he's going to be close to a 1st down.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I think he's got one, Bob. I think he's down close to the 20. See where they spot it.
Metalco came from the right side, got the handoff, got some good blocking along the left side, and picked up the 1st down.
He's down to about the 22, so about an 11-yard pickup, Bob.
Isles has got the play, goes into the huddle. He's got big Ben Steiner in there tonight, 6'1", 280, and a junior at left tackle. Out of a power I formation. Isles hands it off. They looked to run a little, slipped on the turf there. That was Metalco.
Metalco on the carry.
Tried to make the cut, and it's a wet field out there, and he went down.
Yeah, a little bit of rain we've had. It says probably made it a little slick, and he tried to turn up. He couldn't get to the outside, tried to turn up, and you're right, Bob. He just went down right at the line of scrimmage.
Down coming up for the Railers.
Down at the 22-yard line, 2nd and 10. 14-14 score. Isles wears the number 8. He's a junior for Lincoln. Kunkel breaks the huddle. He's flanked by Ian Neitzel and Connor Neitzel, and the tackles are Steiner and Conradi. Got a man in motion.
Yeah.
Isles rolls out right, and there's a penalty on the play.
I think Lincoln moved a little too early on the outside there on the right side.
5-yarder against the Railers. That'll move it back to the 27-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 15.
Penalty, repeat 2nd down.
Just a little anxious out there at that play, Bob. It just left just a little too soon.
Backs the Railers up to the 27.
Next week we'll be over in Decatur at Eisenhower.
From the 27-yard line.
A long time since we've done a football game over there, if we ever have.
We're going to have to find our way to the press box there. Played some games, coached some games over there, but not sure I've been in the press box over there. You know, they've redone that field and everything in the whole school, so it should be a nice.
I was going to say, it might be brand new.
Yeah.
2nd and 15 for Rail Splitters. The 27. Howell is going to throw. Incomplete.
He had his man beat. He was behind him.
Isles pass for Will Cook.
Had Derek Jones beat.
3rd down.
Will Cook.
He was a couple yards behind. The ball was a little high, but it was catchable. It looked catchable.
So that's 3rd and 15 at the 27.
They got 2 downs.
Stop the clock at 10:06, 4th quarter. Here come the Railers out of the huddle. Hiles looks the defense over. Now he comes up under center. He's got a man in motion. Hands off. That's Metalco. He's got a good run, but there's a flag on the play. Something went wrong in the end zone. Metalco down the 11-yard line. Penalty against Lincoln. May have had a man in motion. I don't know.
I don't know. They put a man in motion, but it didn't look like anything illegal. Unless another man moved too soon.
Illegal shift against Lincoln.
I'm going to have to.
So that'll be 3rd down again, but another 5 yards back to the 32-yard line.
Tell you, Metalco had a lot of yards on that play too. I'm not sure he had enough for the 1st down, but he got deep into their territory.
32-yard line for Lincoln.
Railers had a couple penalties here that have hurt them on this drive, Bob.
3rd and 20 yards for the Railers. Well, just get half of it. Isles, man in motion. He's going to throw it. He's got time. Deep, too long. Pretty good coverage there by Springfield.
Yeah, and it was a little overthrown too, Bob. And boy, I worried that Lincoln was just a little anxious there again. It looked like somebody else was starting to lean before the snap. Got to be able to sit there in their stance. No penalty, so we're in good shape there, but it's 4th and about 20 now.
Who is that coming back, the intended receiver?
I thought that was Cook, I thought. Will Cook, 81.
81, Will Cook, the intended receiver for Lincoln. Isles has got the play. 4th and 20 at the 32. 9:30 left for the ball game. Tied at 14s, Lincoln and Springfield. Alex Lenara split out wide to the right. Near side, it's Will Cook. Isles out of the shotgun. He's going to need a little bit of time, and they blow it dead.
Another penalty.
Huh? Oh, yeah, there's some sportsmanship.
Another penalty, a false start on the Railers. They're 3rd on this drive.
Logan Winders, one of the defensive tackles for Springfield. Good sportsmanship there, 6'4", 290.
Backs the ball up to the 37-yard line.
So now it'll be 4th and 25. The captain's talking to the official. Now they're back in the huddle.
It'll be interesting what Coach McDonald wants to call here, Bob, with 4th and about 25 on their 37. Could punt it and pin them deep in their own territory.
And he did have a good punt last time, got him down to the 2-yard line. I think that's what they're going to do. They got this trips on the side to hustle down there. He boots it away. High, end over end.
It's inside the 10.
Out of bounds, about the 7-yard line.
That's good. They'll take that. Boy, he doesn't have much time to get rid of it. Of course, he's only about 4, 5, 6 yards deep, and he has to get rid of that in a hurry. And he did.
Garrett Isles' punt goes out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Springfield takes over, 1st and 10.
Still a long time, 9:23 left of the game, 14-14.
That ball's going to be on the 9-yard line, so let's hope for a 3 and out. That's what the Railers want, 3 and out.
1st and 10 for the Senators.
1st and 10 from the 8.
Jackson Shearer back about the 4-yard line in the shotgun. He's got the snap, rolls to his left, throws it up ahead, complete, dropped.
Shearer's pass, incomplete.
Guy had it in his hands for a second, and then he dropped it.
They've had several of those tonight, Bob, where they've had some opportunity and haven't been able to hang on to the pass.
That was Jake Voyer. 2nd and 10 now. 9:18 for the game. Voyer split wide to the right. James Perkins here on the near side. They've never had a running back in the backfield. Shearer always out of the shotgun. He's going to throw it out and
he's down.
Complete, down on the knees. I think that's a loss.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it was. He's behind line of scrimmage, so they're going to. Well, they call it incomplete because I think it hit the ground before it actually got to him, maybe.
So 3rd and 10. And the Railers hang on again.
Big play here, 3rd down. Keep him from the first and make him punt.
9:11 on the clock.
For Springfield,
4th quarter.
10 from the 8.
Voyer split wide. We got 4 receivers on the left side and James Perkins here on the near side. And throw it out in the flat again.
Cover him.
And he's going to get the first down before he's taken down. That was Brandon Malloy for the Senators.
Yeah, it's the worst thing that could happen to the Railers there. He got away after making the catch, and it was a quick pass to him, and he got out in the field where he could run a little bit, and he did enough to get a first down.
Looks like a Channel 20 camera down along the sidelines there. If you're looking for the highlights. 9 minutes left for the 4th quarter.
10 from the 25 for the Senators.
1st and 10 at the 25. 8:50 left for the game. Shearer.
Going deep. Oh, that's up in the air.
Throwing it deep. Pickett.
Yes.
He does. Picked off.
Who is that?
Nice pick. That's Will Cook. Will Cook still on the run, and now a penalty. And there was a fumble, but the penalty was before the fumble.
There's another flag. Well, Lincoln's got the ball. They got the interception. The penalties came after the turnover.
That was a great catch by Will Cook. It was a pass that was a high pass for the intended receiver, and Cook just hung in there shoulder to shoulder with the Springfield athlete and was able to grab it.
It was like a jump ball. He went up and wanted it worse and got it. Now we'll see what the penalties are. You're right. When he got hit, and after the catch, Bob, the ball did come loose, but there was another railer there. I think he was down already, but there was another railer there to get right on it.
Will Cook's a senior. Where's the number 81, 5'9", 155-pounder. Here comes Neitzel and Conradi onto the field, along with Alex Linares, the sophomore. 1st and 10 for the Railers.
Now they're calling a block in the back on the Railers after the interception.
Penalty against Lincoln.
So they're going to mark off.
After the interception.
The ball was on the 42, so it's going to go back to the Lincoln.
First down.
1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters. 8:34 left for the game.
They're on their own on their own 48-yard line, which still is pretty good field position to start a drive.
52 yards to pay dirt.
Yep.
Linares out to the right side. Isles looks along the line of scrimmage. Now he's ready to go up under center. He's got Cook in motion. Cameron Cook looks for some blocking. And he got maybe a yard. He tried to spin up field, but he was wrapped up and maybe fought his way for a yard.
That was Cameron, right?
Yeah, that's Cameron Cook.
Yeah. Again, there was a blocker out there.
Yeah, he got a couple yards out of it.
Yeah, he got it out to midfield. 2 tough yards.
At the 50-yard line.
2nd and 8 for the Rail Splitters. Kunkel up over the football. Ball's on the far side hash mark. 2nd and 8, Rail Splitters. Isles up under center. He's got Metalco in motion. Hands off second guy through, and he may have lost a yard.
Pollock, the ball carrier.
Yeah, it was Griffin Pollock, I think, on the run there, Bob, and you're right. He got stopped maybe a yard behind the line of scrimmage.
So now it'll be 3rd and 9 for the Railers.
3rd and 9 from the 49.
Got to bust a big one here.
Big play, yeah.
Miles takes his time. Now he goes up under center. He's got Cameron Cook in motion. Hands off. No, he's going to throw. Pump fake. Now he's going to keep it. Gets across the midfield stripe down to about the Springfield 47, 46-yard line. Isles pump faked, and then he took off with a football.
I think his receiver was recovered initially, and then he made a quick decision, Bob, and tried to run it, and got tackled after a 4-yard pickup.
Tackle made by Josiah Small, the defensive end for Springfield.
Gain of 4, 4th and 5 from the 47.
And I would suspect a punt here with 6:40 left in the fourth quarter.
Miles back in punting formation. 4th and a nickel for the Railers.
Nope.
Isles boots it, and it's blocked. Get it. Pollock dives on it. It's going to give Springfield good field position, though.
The last couple times, Bob, he's taken the snap and kicked it immediately. This time he tried to started to run a few steps to his left and then kick, and that was what cost him the punt and got it blocked because he was trying to move with the ball, and they were there to make the block.
Springfield at the Lincoln 39, 1st and 10. 6:24 left for the game.
The Senators will take over.
That's the best field position Springfield's had, I think, maybe most of this half, Bob. For the most part, they've been down a couple times, but they got a short field now with 6:24 left in the fourth.
Shotgun formation. Jackson Shear. 2 receivers on each side. Man in motion's Derek Jones. Jones got the football. Looks for blocking, and he's taken down. Tackle for Lincoln. Made by number 54 for the Rail Splitters. That's Ethan Kunkel.
Lincoln's done a nice job playing against that wide sweep play there. They have turned it in pretty good and then got good pursuit from the inside. That time it was Kunkel.
Picked up 2 yards to the Lincoln 37. 2nd and 8. 5:56 for the game. Tied at 14. Shear's got the snap. Under pressure, tipped. Great job there. That was 75, I think. That was Conradi. Got a tip finger on it. Big Sage Conradi, the junior.
76. Is that who you had? 76.
I thought it was 75. But
yeah, it's hard to tell. I think it was 6, but one of them got their fingers on there. Got a good push from the inside, a blitz from the inside, it looked like that time, and forced the quarterback to throw it maybe
that was
quicker
Seth
than he
Gleason then if it was 76. 3rd and 8. Lincoln 37, near side hash mark. 4 receivers on the left side, and Shear looks for him.
Yeah.
He airs it out long, and it looks like Derek Jones may have caught it.
Yes, he did. Back it down on the 16-yard line.
Jonesy went up and grabbed it. Shortest guy on the field, and he went up and caught it.
You know, the ball was way up in the air for a long time. I thought the Railers were going to be able to knock that down or pick it off. But it went right down into his hands, as you said, Bob.
At the 16, 1st and 10. 5:37 for the game. Tied at 2 touchdowns apiece. Here's the snap by Schmidt to Shear. Quickly fires it out in the open.
Nice hit.
2 guys hit him at the same time. 54 was one of them for the Railers. That's Ethan Kunkel, and I couldn't pick up the other one.
They got some yards out of it, but he made a nice hit there down to the 11, about a 5-yard pickup.
5:13 left for the game. Shear out of the shotgun, 2nd and a nickel. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Here's the snap. Pump fake, incomplete. Good coverage there by the Railers. Intended receiver was
Number 1.
Derek Jones.
Yeah, they've dropped. You know, that's a catchable ball there. They've missed some catches tonight, Bob. Give the defense a little credit for that. Maybe they're off just a little bit too, but it's kept the Railers into this game, and we're now just under 5 minutes, still tied 14-all.
3rd and a fever for the Senators. At the 11.
5 from the 11.
Shear looks. Now he's ready. He's got Jones in motion.
Nope.
He's going to keep it himself, and they wrap him up just at the 10, maybe across the 10-yard line.
Good defense there by the Railers. They, suspected that. They saw it coming, and they were there to make the stop. A 2-yard pickup down to the 9. It's going to be 4th and 3 or 4.
Connor Neitzel checks in for the Railers.
On stop for Lincoln.
They're going to bring in 4 new players, so that may be a kick team. They're going to maybe go for the field goal here.
Going for the field goal into the wind. Let's see who's going to try and kick it. Is that 14? Yeah, that's...
For Springfield, number 14, Matt Severino.
It's on the 16, so it'll be a 26-yarder if he hits it.
Severino. Here's the snap. The placement. Kick. A sidewinder. Looks like it's no good off to the... It is good. Made it through the uprights. Boy, that was close. Soccer-style kick, hook through the uprights, makes the score. Springfield 17, Lincoln 14, with 4:04 left in the game. We'll be back. Don't forget to call Stufferia for your fine pizza, one of our fine sponsors. Remember, after the game tonight, stay tuned as we throw back to Jeff number 2, the best classic rock and roll around. So the Senators lead it by 3, 17-14. And the Railers have got 4 minutes and 4 seconds to either get into field goal range or score a touchdown.
Yeah, I think we'd prefer the touchdown, Bob, because, well, first of all, that's a victory. That gets you ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Severino going to kick it away.
Kicking into the wind, like you said earlier, Bob, so maybe he won't get it too deep, and Lincoln can get a good return here, good field position.
3 Lincoln players back there. It is a strong wind. Severino kicks it off to the right side. Lincoln's got it at the 18 to the 20. Here we go to the 25, up to the 30, still on his feet, finds his way to the 33.
I believe a whistle, yeah.
We'll have to pick up and see who it is.
Brent Metalco on the return.
Brent Metalco, number 1. Up to the 33-yard line, 1st and 10.
I think they're going to put it on the 34 maybe when he finally places it down, but decent field position to start this this drive, and you got just about 4 minutes to do it in, Bob.
Isles goes into the huddle with the play.
I don't think Lincoln's taken any timeouts this half, so they should have their full complement of 3 left if they need them.
Near side hash mark. Kunkel comes up over the football. Isles looks along the line of scrimmage. Now he goes up under center on the 1st and 10. He's got Cameron Cook in motion.
Go.
And the mix up in the backfield. He's going to hand off on the second guy, but nice play there by one of the Springfield players. He got deep into the end zone.
Yeah, I don't know. There was a mix up maybe in the backfield, Bob, but there was white shirts flooding through, and they didn't have much of a chance to do anything with that. Big loss back to the 28, a 6-yard loss, and sets up a 2nd and long for the Railers.
That was big Alex Gebler on the tackle for Springfield. He's one of those guys that plays both ways, offensive guard and a defensive tackle, 5'9", 240-pounder. 2nd and 16 for the Railers. Isles rolls out. The left-hander fires a pass up the middle. Looks like it may have been picked off.
I think it was at the 39-yard line.
Picked off by Tanner Colclazier.
Isles pass intercepted.
That was a tough catch. It was a low pass.
Well, he threw a bullet out there, Bob. I mean, he rolled to his right, and then had to turn his shoulders as a left-handed thrower, and threw it hard, but it missed his mark, and Colclazier picked it off.
3 minutes, 12 seconds left for the game. 1st and 10 at the 39 for the Senators.
Now the Railers are going to probably be forced to use these timeouts, because I would assume that the Senators will keep the ball on the ground here and try to use the clock.
It's possible Shear might just run it every time unless he hands off to Derek Jones. They're going with 4 receivers here on the right side. James Perkins to the left. He's going to run it.
You called it right, Bob, and he's got some yards there.
One of the Lincoln players grabbed his jersey and pulled him down, but not before he got across the 35-yard line.
Yeah, they got a key on him. I think you call it right. He'd probably keep the ball in his hands.
He's a tough kid. They'll just keep pounding him, unless they hand off to Jonesy.
Yeah, picked up 6 on that play.
2:50 left for the game. Senators lead the Railers 17-14.
Well, the Railers are going to have to use a timeout after this play, I think, Bob.
They'll let the play clock run down. Snap it at the last moment. Lincoln Railers looking, they want to cheat up, maybe blitz. We'll see.
See, they're keeping the clock on the side there. They're going to know when to. No, they're going to take a timeout.
Timeout. So
they knew where the clock was, so they knew just when to take the timeout just before the 25 seconds were up.
With 2:19 left for the game, the Senators lead at 17-14. You're listening to WLCN 96.3 FM. We'll be back. Back here at Hanlon Field, Coach Ken Schweitzer and Bobby V. 2:19 left for the game. It's going to be 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Following the timeout,
Senators lead at 17-14. And they're going to run it out of the shotgun, Jackson Shearer. As they have all game, 3 receivers to the right side, James Perkins to the left. Shearer's got the snap. He's wants to run it again. Great pressure by the Railers.
They keyed on him, and they knew he was going to have it, and they just came barreling through and stopped him for a loss, and now the Railers are going to take a timeout.
Tanner on the stop.
Braden Tanner on the stop for the Railers.
Timeout taken by Lincoln.
About a 4-yard loss on that, back to the 37. So the Railers will take timeout with 2:13 to go, and it's going to be a 3rd and long now. So they may have to use up all their timeouts, but hopefully we'll be able to get the ball back if they can keep from getting the first down to have one more shot at it.
Springfield 17, Lincoln 14. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Lincoln High School football, 2:13 left on a Friday night under the lights here at Hanlon Field, and the Senators lead the Rail Splitters 17-14. They had led early within the first 3 minutes, 14-0. They scored late on a field goal here, and now they've got the football at the 37-yard line. It's 3rd and 8 for the Senators. Big tackle there made by Braden Tanner to send them back. Jackson Shearer out of the shotgun. He's going to run it again. He broke one tackle, and then they finally get. He's close. He's got the first down. Man, he is tough. He just stayed on his feet. We hit him early, and I think he's now. We'll see.
He's right
short.
there. Yeah, just short. He's got to the 30. Lincoln has to take that next time out.
So it's going to be 4th and a yard for the Senators. It's timeout, Lincoln. We'll be back after this. Don't forget to join Scott Kirby and Jake Johnson Cheap Seats live Saturday morning. Sports show featuring Joe Ryan at Jake's Furnishings, located at 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. with special guest LCHS head Railer football coach Andy McDonald. If you can't make the show, tune in to 96.3 FM or streaming live 24/7 on WLCN online. 4th and 1, and this first time that Shearer's come up under center, and now there's a penalty called.
We'll check that out. I hope it's a 5-yarder against them.
I think they lined up offside.
Yeah, Lincoln players are clapping, so it's going to be a 5-yarder against the Senators.
Because that was going to be, everybody in the house knew it was going to be a quarterback sneak.
Yeah, that was a huge mistake. They may have to change their plan now a little bit.
2:05 left of the game.
It's 4th down.
Pardon? We're at the 35-yard line, 4th and 6. I think that was some Venusians talking to me
again.
I
think well,
Jack Nicholson,
maybe. Little feedback from
Yeah. 2:05 left for the game. 17-14 Senators. 4th and 6. Shearer out of the shotgun.
You got to key him, so he's still going to keep the ball, I think.
Yeah, he's going to keep.
Here he comes.
He's going to roll right. Got to stop him. Good block there. Stays on his feet. Got the first down. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5.
He's in.
And he is close.
Thought he was in, but
he didn't make it in. But
Jackson Shearer, the ball carrier.
Big gain there. He got some good blocking.
He got some good blocking, and then maybe a couple tackles that might have been made. It didn't, but he's got down right to the goal line.
With a minute 55 left.
First and goal from the 1-yard line.
He can, well, Lincoln has one timeout left. He could take a knee and just keep it where it is and run the clock out, or they could more likely try to score.
He may line up under center.
Yeah,
this
they're
time.
not going to throw out to those 3 guys, so I'd bring everybody right up the middle here. They're not going to bring anybody or throw the ball.
There he goes.
Yeah, he's in. He's in.
Touchdown. 23-14 Springfield. With a minute 29 left.
1-yard touchdown run from Shearer.
Well, with 129 and then 10.9 or 10-point deficit, it's going to be pretty tough now.
Yep. Severino will attempt the extra point.
Springfield number 14, Matt Severino, to
Yeah.
attempt an extra point.
And on the long snap, it'll be Nate Schmidt, and it'll be Jackson Shearer on the hold. Here's the snap, the hold, Severino's kick, and he hooks it through the upright, so that'll make it 24-14 Senators. We'll be back.
Our score.
Coach Ken Schweitzer and Bobby V back here at Hanlon Field on a Friday night. 1:29 left, Coach, and we trail it by 10, 24-14.
Yeah, and if you'd asked anybody during the week if how the Railers are going to do, I imagine a lot of people probably didn't give them much of a chance, but they battled hard tonight, Bob. Played some really good defense at times and moved the ball a little bit on offense, had a couple big plays, and were in the game, as you said, all the way up till just this last touchdown with 1:29, down by 3. And they had a possession but had an interception there. And it's not looking too good right at the moment. Not much time left.
Well, Severino's going to kick it away. But Jackson Shearer's done a great job for Springfield, the junior quarterback. When he had a run, he did, and he got the big gains.
Yeah, even when the Railers knew he was going to run, and they stopped him a couple times, but he got some big yards when he needed them, and especially there right at the end.
Cameron Cook back deep for the Railers. Severino going to kick it away. He had the big field goal that gave him the lead, 17-14. Here's his boot, onside kick. Lincoln's going to field it at the 28 to the 30, still on his feet, and finally taken down at about the 32-yard line. That was Zach Pudnight at the 32, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, they kicked it low on the ground there, downfield a little ways just to prevent a big return, and got down quickly to cover it. Pudnight got stopped at about the 31-yard line, I think is where the Lincoln will start here with 1:25 and 1 timeout remaining.
Railers up to the line of scrimmage. Will Cook here on the near side. Alex Linares on the far side of the field. Isles comes up under center. Now he's got a man in motion. He pitches at the outside.
This is Metalko trying to throw
Metalko,
it.
the left hand along the side, and he throws it out of bounds. Intended receiver would have been Will Cook down there, but I think Metalko saw he had 3 guys on him, so he just threw it away.
Well, I don't know if it was intentional, but he tried to throw it so far and so hard it gets up in the air like that and just kind of dies on you. But to have that play, have that pass be successful, you probably can't throw it quite that far. It's got to get rid of it a little sooner. But good effort there trying the halfback pass.
So that leaves a minute 17 for the football game. Senators 24, Rail Splitters 14.
For Lincoln, 2nd and 10 from the 31.
Out of the shotgun, Isles along the sideline, complete. And that was Will Cook.
Complete to Will Cook.
I don't know about the 37-yard line.
About a 5-yard, 6-yard pickup on the play.
You can hear the 9 o'clock train rolling into the station.
Gain of 5, 3rd and
Minute
5
13.
from 37.
Near the hash marks. Isles going to come up under center. Got a man in motion. That's Metalko. Now he's going to keep it. He's going to throw it long and picked off by Springfield. Yeah, he was down when he caught it.
I guess so. I didn't see that either, but
Intercepted. Springfield will take over.
With 1:05 left, Springfield takes possession, and they'll probably just take the knee.
yeah, I think so. Lincoln has a timeout, I believe, but not enough to do them any good. So a couple knees down, and that should do it.
1st and 10.
Lincoln battled, though, Bob. They were trying hard right there at the end, trying to make something happen. Just couldn't get it done, but give them a lot of credit.
They did, Coach Schweitzer. They're down 14, came back, tied it, and had their chances. But then when Severino kicked that field goal, we had to drive the field and didn't. They'll take the knee. Jackson Shearer with 1:05 left. Next week we'll be over in Decatur against the Eisenhower Panthers.
Well, this game will give some teams something to think about, Bob. You know, Lincoln's not going to be a pushover here. They played well tonight against a decent Springfield team. Springfield got beat by SHG 49-0, but Rochester 43-14 last week, and Railers have shown a lot of improvement on defense, especially tonight.
Shear takes another knee. One more time will do it.
Yeah, that might be enough. Yeah, that's probably enough.
Yep. That's going to run it down. The final score is going to be Springfield Senators 24 and Lincoln 14.
Officials down there talking to both groups, groups of players, and
he just told them to huddle up, and they're both showing good sportsmanship.
Yeah, I was going to say, I hope maybe he said gave him a little kudos for playing a good, clean game. I mean, there were some penalties, but nothing dirty down there.
That is the end of the game.
And both teams are going to line up and shake hands, and we're going to send it back to Paula, and then we'll be back to wrap it up.
Lincoln Railer football on 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Grau Incorporated, Fifth Street Food Mart, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, The Carpet House, Castle Manor Supported Living, Ricky Calvert Schrader Funeral Home, Rick Ham State Farm Insurance, Lincoln IGA, Town and Country Bank, Eaton Corporation, Lincoln College, Blades Hair and Nail Salon, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Future Stars Lincoln and Impact Studio, Dean Leaf Plumbing, Heating and Soft Water, Lincoln Printers, Jane's Hair Salon, Bright Ideas Screen Printing and Embroidery, Kathy Denny Realtor at Worth & Associates, Mama's Arcade Cafe, Stuffteria Pizza, Headline Salon LLC, AG Farms, Best Western Plus Lincoln Inn, and by Sharon's Auto Repair.